Alright. We've finished helping Zaid here. Oh, there is a fourth thing in this system. Small cratered rock, light metals, 108 Celsius, it's hot as balls, quarter gravity, and it's rich. I'll give it 4 probes because I want at least half my complement, right? To take with me into the next system.
Launching probe.
I wonder how the Blue Suns are gonna fare. As you know, as the previous episode ended, Zaid and I, at the loss of non-combatant work labor, we killed the leader of the Blue Suns, which is, you know, a large interstellar mercenary band. Alright. Firewalker it is. I'm excited. For more interstellar travel for the DLC. I'll probe the other stuff later. I want to do the DLC. Let's get into this. Thin atmosphere of dioxide, trioxide, volcanic outgassing, water vapor. Native life. Interesting. The day is 49 hours. 38 Celsius. It's pretty hot. Half atmosphere pressure, half gravity. That makes sense. Oh look, stuff to probe.
Launched.
Where we want to go. Oh look, more stuff.
Probe launched.
This way. So we can, yeah, I know how it works.
Probe away.
That was one of my biggest complaints about Mass Effect 2. Okay. Anyway, another complaint about Mass Effect 2, it's a lot of little stuff. They're always retelling you, you know, the little training things like that. So it makes it red instead of yellow. I mean, I'm not a fan of yellow, so I'm going to stick with the red. But this is a Cerberus thing, so bringing her, and bringing Garrus. It's just how it works. Send it. I thought it said we were taking the hammerhead again. That's not a hammerhead, that's a shuttle. Alright, I thought she was wearing like some weird... Well, she is wearing a breathing mask. It's just not as weird and cool looking as I wanted it to be. Well, that's where we landed.
I don't think the ship is safe. We've run into the Geth far too often.
Geth?
I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Oloe. I think we'll be safer there.
Okay. Let's see a way in. Although with all this lava around, here we go. I see why they call it Firewalker. Ground is lava. Door. Oh, okay. So that's how we get the thing. It's alright, I did the missions in the wrong order. I didn't see any way it was indicated. We all just stand there and look at it.
Systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
That's a hell of a spine-shortening
Guided
landing.
missile system active. Mission objectives located. Acquired.
Well, now I know what that button does. Not that way. Whew.
Would you look at that?
What are we looking at, Karis?
Obstruction detected. Path is now clear.
Nothing over there, alright. I don't see any more research stuff to pick up. Alright. That's a big, it's not a ledge I can land on. This is. What? Come on now. Doesn't really sound like Miranda, but alright. I guess I'm supposed to ramp off this up there. So we're just collecting research from the crashed ship. That's too simple. There's always something. It's never that easy. You said something about Gath earlier. Are we gonna run into the robotic boogeyman again? That's probably the last one up there. They gotta have some, hella dampening, shock dampening seats. And not be compressing everyone's spine on every bad landing.
Mission objectives completed.
That's it? There weren't any Geth. If I'm just now acquiring the Hammerhead, how did I know I did the missions in the wrong order? Funny how it gave that to me without having, in the other mission, without having done that first. Well, that was underwhelming. And only 10 minutes. Let me do the scanning real quick, and we'll find something to do next. Well, I've already had some huge payoffs. This planet is like super rich. I am not going to have nearly enough probes to do all this. I wonder if there's another upgrade I can find to carry more probes on the Normandy. Alright, I've got 5 left and 2 more planets on the system to check out. So I'm going to hope that they're both resource poor. Hot. Overlapping craters. Oh, it's another rich one.
Probe away.
I'm gonna save 1 probe. I should never run totally empty, so I'm gonna save 2 probes. And use one of those 2 on the last planet in the system. And then that will at least get me the 100% exploration thing. So that I know I've been here. Ammonia, methane, ice giants. Nothing. So much for moderate. Yeah, I'll launch as soon as I find something worth launching at. That's alright.
Probe away.
Alright. Let's get out of here, eh?
We have used half our fuel.
Yep, that's how it works. You use fuel. Fuel depot. Well, I haven't explored anything here, so I guess I'll do that real quick. Maybe we'll find something interesting along the way. A small hydrogen helium gas giant. Nope.
Probe launched.
Probe everything. Another poor, resource poor planet. Hydrogen helium gas giant. Big surprise. This way, we've got some inner planets. Don't know the gravity? Okay. Yeah, that's rich. But I've got lots of resources there. I don't even need to be doing this.
Probe away.
There's a couple big payouts. And 25 is a nice number of probes. Let's go to the next one. Up another poor one. Okay. Hydrogen methane gas giant. And it's pretty close to its star. It's going to be hot and nasty. Super Earth. Currently in an ice age. Frozen wasteland. Again, doesn't give us surface pressure, temperature, gravity. Oh. Vorcha are attempting to squat onto the planet.
Launching probe.
Let them have it for all I care. If it's a barren, nasty
Launching probe.
Ice Age. You know, Ice Desert.
Probe launched.
Plus, you know, they're short-lived and notoriously good at, you know, healing and living in, you know, awful, nasty conditions. At the risk of sounding derogatory, they're just sentient rats. And as such, should be exterminated. I know. Lots of people keep rats as pets, and there's nothing wrong with rats. I think rats would be good for feeding snakes. Now, recruiting the warlord. I think that's gonna be Rex, isn't it? Oh, there's more Firewalker stuff. Alright. Well, since it's all related, that's pretty. It's a shame we can't go over there. This is all related. Let's actually finish Firewalker. We'll ignore everything else. Jump! Oh, my collarbone popped. That was serious. Schwarzschild? Okay. I got... Let's try and do this quick. I know me scanning planets is boring, but at least to me, you know, academically, looking at this stuff is interesting. You know, just the exoplanet ideas. Small, dense ice giant. If it's small, how's it an ice giant? It's moderate, but just to say Shepard was here, we're gonna stick a flag in it.
Probe away.
We'll look at other gas giant, standard hydrogen helium gas giant, pair of gigantic storm cells. A boot. All right. Sorry, you're studying the storms. Right for science. It is resource poor. But Shepard's got to stick a flag in it. Now I guess there's going to be more
Detected an anomaly.
wreckage here for me to land and recover stuff from.
Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Something on our sensors.
Geth presence, extreme caution. Maybe this will be a little more exciting than the previous recovery operation. I think we're going to stick with the same team. I feel like there should be more banter. I know in the first Mass Effect, you know, we had all those elevator scenes with them teasing each other while you're waiting for the elevators to go up and down. I feel like there isn't enough of that in this game. You get less of the characters.
Scanning for mission objectives. Mission objectives located. Geth dropship detected.
Nice. Bosses. Makes me think of some decent power metal. Colossus Arise.
Acquired.
I think that's the thing we should destroy. Look, big surprise. More lava.
Warning. Geth forces detected. Extraction complete. Acquired.
Alright, 2 out of 5. Where do we go next? Not that way, apparently. I guess we gotta jump up there.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
You know, I feel like the environment is a little oversimplified. It's kind of budgeted. Since when did plasma bursts steer themselves? Anyway, I feel like the environment is a little
Acquired.
simple. It feels like it's 90% finished. And that they needed a little more for their DLC here. But it is kind of fun to drive this thing.
Hull integrity
Ouch.
compromised. Please move the vehicle away from the acid.
I wish there was a little more explanation. Slash detail
Extraction complete.
on how that little mining
Dropship detected.
picking up stuff worked. Yeah, Colossus turned around fast that time. And a Colossus and a Prime. Colossus is down. And Prime is down. It's another thing to pick up. Is this 4? Or is this going to be another salvage? It is 4, okay. seems some things are, and some things are not. It's a nice dam holding all the acid. I wish there was a way to more gently control the jump, so that it didn't have to be so freaking high when it doesn't need to be, and then that could spare you some of these hard landings.
Warning. Get forces detected.
Like, maybe if they let us use the scroll wheel. I feel using the scroll wheel to proportionally control how much jump, how much boost, whatever you call it, you're going to use. No. Darn it. Let's try that again. Darn it. There's no checkpoints there either, huh? Alright. Come on. There it goes.
Scanning for mission objectives. Mission objectives located.
I don't know, I felt like that thing was glowing yellow for a
Dropship
reason.
detected.
But there wasn't anything exciting going on there. Ooh. I wish... No, you're not touching me this time. I wish it gave a better indication of your shields, armor, health, whatever it is that this vehicle has. And not just have an alarm noise.
Warning. Get forces detected. Extraction complete.
just outside their engagement range. I don't know. I feel like... Well, I'm not sure how the power plant for this thing works. Because there's seeming to be... Like, I don't know why. If it's capable of boosting... You know, generating enough thrust to lift the whole vehicle vertically like that. Why it's not capable of, you know, sustained flight.
Extraction complete. Geth dropship detected.
That is the mystery to me.
Acquired.
Alright, now we get to play hopscotch again. That
Warning. Geth
was
forces
not a nice
detected.
bounce. Let's just focus on one and knock it out of the fight. So there's that much less firepower facing me. Like that. Slide down here for a second till my alarm stops. No comment on these magical self-steering energy balls. And the unskippable cutscenes.
Scanning for mission objectives. Mission objectives located. Geth dropship detected. Acquired.
try and speedrun this. And not die. Come on! Over the stupid hook. So much for speedrunning. Ay caramba. Really? For hover tank. I feel like it's having a hard time hovering.
Warning, hostile forces approaching. Acquired.
Can't touch this.
Extraction complete. Geth dropship detected.
I feel like even though it's not hitting me, I'm still just slowly, constantly taking damage.
Acquired.
I mean, we're all seeing where those tracers are going.
Warning, Geth forces detected.
And those other drones aren't following me. I don't know why. I think, you know, it's just an atmosphere thing they got going on here. This makes me want to play Doom. So if you start the recovery before you're over the target,
Mission objectives completed.
even if you are soon, you know, quickly over the target. We're just gonna explore a little bit. Oh, this takes us back to here. Alright. I guess we'll end the mission. Alright. So as I was saying, if you're not over the target when you start the thing, even if you move very quickly to over the target during the recovery, it still doesn't recover it. Alright. Let's see, the relay is over here.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
Scope this stuff out real quick. It's the only two things here. Okay. They're both moderates that don't appear to be worth our time. Again, this whole probing, managing fuel, exploration stuff feels like a completely unnecessary component. I mean, we didn't have that in the previous Mass Effect game. It's not in the following Mass Effect game, so I don't know why they bothered doing it. I mean, obviously because it's not in Mass Effect 3, they decided to take it back out.
Probe away.
You know, obviously for a reason. I think in part it was just to give you an excuse to go to every single planet and look at all of the, you know, the little blurbs that they've written and made up about all of these planets. Hydrogen helium gas giant. Another moderate. Gas giants are always poor or moderate. Which isn't surprising, but meh. What? There's something that close. That's gnarly. Venusian hothouse. Obviously. Lime. Right. 3.5 gravity. Day length is 35 hours. 0.6 AU with a 0.5 year. It says it's rough on probes, so see what happens.
Probe launched.
Them probes work spiffy. Alright. Hydrogen helium gas giant. Another moderate. Big surprise.
Probe launched.
It's purple. Methane, ammonia. As I say, Volus is gonna like that. Alright. 40,000. I mean, it's got one city. 2 AUs, 2.8 year orbital period, 37 hour day, 3.3 atmospheres. Temperature's reasonable. Gravity's not gonna kill you. 1.4 would suck. 200-pound person would weigh nearly 300 pounds if they chose to partake on this planet. That ammonia, though, was just the thing for the Volas. Which is one of the things I always liked about the Mass Effect franchise, is their broad variety of races and the breadth of the difference between these races, with the Volus and the Vorcha and the Hanar and the Elcor and Turians and so on and so forth. It feels complete.
I have detected an anomaly.
Earth-sized planet, carbon dioxide, ash, lots of earthquakes. 2.3 AU, 150 Celsius. Yeah, don't go outside, even if it is only 1.1 gravity. 33 atmospheric pressure. Yeah, you can't go outside. You die.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Something on our sensors.
Research station inside a volcano. I'm sure that's great. I'm just throwing them in there because they're the easiest to click on, and obviously there's no, as I already complained about, there's no banter, there's no witty comments back and forth. I mean, how much are they paying their voice actors? How hard would it have been
Systems online.
to add in some more goofy
Adverse
comments?
geothermal activity has rendered pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base.
Pathfinding. Foreshadowing. Oh look, there's something to pick up. Do you think I can jump that far? No, it won't let me save. Alright. It's a video game. Let's try it. There's another one over there.
Warning. Area compromised due to unstable volcanic activity.
Ow. I guess I'm not getting that one.
Acquired. Acquired.
Just waiting to get buried alive.
Research base entrance ahead.
Alright. So it's giving us the option to go this way. What's over here? Come on. I don't know how I missed this on the way through, but I did. Remember how I said atmospheric pressure is ridiculous? And you can't exit the vehicle. I guess we're going, through this garage inside the facility here. And now it suddenly matters who I brought with me. I was thinking earlier, what's the point in even having tag-alongs? site of incredible significance beneath the volcano.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins. Dr. Aloy and I agree that this must remain a secret at all costs.
Prothean
I will
ruins.
not allow another Eden Prime to occur. The Geth, the Reapers, all of them, they must be stopped.
Alright. I was gonna say, or when do we get buried alive?
Activation of research-based power grid has triggered additional volcanic instability. Recommend immediate departure.
Come on, we need to leave.
Nope, can't go that way. I'm surprised there isn't, a ticking clock. So you've got 30 seconds to run out of the base or whatever.
Nice work!
Wow, there's actually some dialogue there. And now, the way is no longer shut.
Please keep limbs inside vehicle at all times during operation.
Give us a nice running start.
Extraction complete.
This kind of makes me think of that scene in what was it, Halo 4 when you're on the Ghost, just racing while everything's collapsing. I think this is an excellent showing, exploring alien worlds like this. That the environment is just as much of a threat as Geth or Blue Suns or whomever you happen to run into. I'm not going to bother looking at Discord. I don't know why everybody decides to bother me while I'm doing stuff, but I'm busy doing stuff. I'm here with you guys. Go back to the relay. I've still got a bunch of probes and 60%
Only half
fuel.
our fuel remains.
Right now we're down 40%, but humor my completionistism feeling. Maybe we'll find something while we're here. Gold veins. Cold as balls. Gravity's tolerable.
Probe away.
I don't know what's going on with Discord. I hope you guys aren't hearing all the boops and beeps in the background that I am. Somebody has decided to send me a bunch of messages. Oh, there's another one.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
got here? Hydrogen helium gas giant. Yep, called it. Right, Discord. You need to chill out back there.
Probe away.
I had the misfortune of breaking my 3D printer. I was changing filaments, and my extruder cooling fan decided to eat the Allen wrench I was using.
Probe launched.
I mean, obviously it's my fault. I have no business sticking an Allen wrench into proximity of a running fan. I was trying to use it like a hook
Probe launched.
to guide my filament that didn't want to load correctly. So my replacement fans arrived in the mail today. And hopefully that's a big number. Hopefully everything works once I change out the fans. This is not seeming to be super rich. And, okay, there's some stuff. I was saying I'm getting low on probes anyway. And I know there is another planet still in the system. Hydrogen gas giant. Another moderate. Big surprise.
Probe launched.
It's almost not even worth probing these guys. Alright. I guess there's one more. There it is. Alright. Come on. Outermost planets. Carbon dioxide atmosphere. Fields of dry ice. 0.2 gravity. And it's really cold. Since we buy probes in chunks of 5, I'm only going to send the one. Now, jump us back to the relay. 10% fuel left. 12%, but still. Alright. Hit the relay. And there should be... Oh, there's 2 more. Geth Incursion and Prothean Ruin. Well, now heading towards the rim. Let's go deal with the Geth first. I'm assuming we're going to bounce around in the Hammerhead some more. Ugh. Speaking of Hammerheads. Hammerhead sharks are weird. Like, their eyes way the heck out there, and their weird, brain stuffed into that weird shaped skull. They're alien looking. Yeah, we only got 2 planets here, so look, medium resource, hydrogen helium, gas giant. It doesn't even say. $16-hour day, a 0.9 year. It's moving fast, but it is moderate, just like I said.
Probe away.
It is interesting that they mentioned there, that it was mathematically predicted by a Solarian and not directly observed, kind of like the Planet X conspiracy theories about our own solar system.
Launching probe.
Throw that one down in the comments. Let's have ourselves a conversation. Do you or do you not believe in Planet X? Do you think the supposed mathematical proof of the way all of our orbits of the various celestial bodies in our solar system, work together should theoretically be influenced by a planet or a mass of some flavor that we have not yet discovered? Or is that all a bunch of hocus pocus?
I have found something.
Surface temperatures are extremely low. What happened to my landing? Grumble. I had good luck with Incinerate on that previous combat. Sorry, I have a lighter. Fidgeting.
Warning.
I do that.
Prolonged exposure to extreme temperatures may degrade engine performance. Mission objectives located. Atmospheric data acquired. Engine temperature stabilizing.
What do we need? We probably collect a lot of atmospheric data from orbit.
Caution, engine temperature falling.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Extraction complete. Extraction complete.
Gotta pick up 8 things here? Well, 7 more.
Caution, engine temperature falling. Extraction complete. Caution, engine temperature falling. Extraction complete.
I guess let's pick up the thing.
Warning, engine temperature below recommended parameters.
You don't get the warm-up after the extraction, so I guess I'm going to sit here for a second. Guess we're not getting warmer. We're maintaining at least.
Extraction complete. Caution, engine temperature falling.
Oh, it's the extraction itself
Extraction
that
complete.
increases our temperature. Don't know how, but alright.
Extraction complete.
2 more.
Extraction complete. Warning,
Another, excellent case of, operating in harsh temperatures, conditions, and the planet, the geology, the environment. That's the word I'm looking for. The environment being just as much of a problem as the wildlife. If you've read my book, The Descendant, you will be completely familiar with the struggles of surviving in harsh environments, such as hot planets with heavy gravity. Alright. There should be one more, so I'm not going to bother probing this place just because I don't want to drag this episode on too long. We're already over an hour. Let's get to the last part of our Firewalker DLC. Prothean Ruins. That actually sounds interesting. Where's Liara when you need her, hey? I mean, I know what she's doing during the events of Mass Effect 2, but hydrogen helium gas giant, moderate resources.
Go away.
There.
Launching probe.
Alright. Small rock planet, thin atmosphere. 206 Celsius. That's the same temperature. I mean, I'm running 200 Celsius, but 206, that's basically the same temperature I'm using to melt plastic for my 3D printer. Don't go there.
Probe away.
Anomaly detected, eh?
Probe launched. Scans have found something.
If they're hidden automated defenses, how are we, scanning them and picking them up? If they're hidden. Bruh. I've been having some other difficulties with my printer. I'm not sure if it's just because of the humidity from the monsoons here in my desert part of the world that have, affected my
Kinetic
filament.
barrier detected. Kinetic barrier strength beyond conventional weapon capability. Recommend disabling power sources.
Is this somebody's wrecked Mako? It's not a Mako, but it is wrecked. So I'm not sure if the difficulty is because I changed to an all-metal throat, in an attempt to be ready to print nylon.
Kinetic barrier strength reduced.
Or if it's because of the age and moisture exposure of my filament, or because I've been trying to use a 12-volt cooling fan for my extruder hot end while it is a 24-volt system, and while the fan miraculously hasn't blown up. It does sound like a helicopter trying to take off, and maybe it's overcooling the extruder. I did get the appropriate 24-volt cooling fans package this afternoon. I have yet to install them because I'm here hanging out with you guys. But that will be the next thing I do.
Kinetic barrier strength reduced. Kinetic barrier strength reduced.
So there's any multitude of possible options. You know, like I mentioned, using the wrong fan, which, you know, 12-volt fan in a 24-volt system is obviously going to be pushing more air than it should. And why or how the fan hasn't just been destroyed, I don't know. I mean, it's the fan that I had on hand, and I figured, well, you know, what the heck, I'll try it. So maybe... it's overcooling the hot end. My filament's too wet. Who knows? I'll find out. Next. It's my next thing. Once this episode is over and I'm done recording. I'm gonna go solder in a new fan. And I'll see if I get it to work. I have meticulously
Kinetic barrier strength
set
reduced.
my bed zero, just
Kinetic
to be sure.
barrier deactivated. Path is clear.
Alright, team. Let's make the noise. Blue Sun's mercenaries. That's an odd noise. It is an unsettling noise.
Dr. Aloy must have been indoctrinated by the Reapers. I found him sending our data to a Geth ship. I won't be responsible for another Geth attack, another Eden Prime. I've silenced Aloy forever.
Okay. That leads me to beg the question, which of
Might be
those
useful.
people was the one that was indoctrinated?
It's too late for me. They're still in my head, stealing my thoughts.
See?
I can't keep them out. I've got no choice but to destroy this relic. And myself.
That's an orb. I must ponder it. Still, I feel like this is about to do something big. I'm hoping, at least. These have been kind of boring, you know, drive around and recover stuff missions. Made a deal with the collectors. There's some fan-made Warhammer 40k footage with an orb kind of like this that they get sucked into after they touch it. And that's what makes me think this of they're gonna get sucked into the warp and fight the Chaos Gods. Clang. Okay. Well, that's the end of that. You've seen what I've seen, you know what I know. And I'm pushing an hour and 20 minutes now. So, I'll get us back to the mass relay and call it the end of the episode. Human colony, 7 million-ish population, lots of water, 1.4 atmosphere, 1.1 gravity, 27 Celsius. It's a nice temperature. 27, almost 28 hour long day. It's not unreasonable. Trident does seem a typical human name to give a water world. I bet, you know, being, what did they say, 97% water or something like that? There's going to be some gnarly tropical storms. I wonder if the people are, you know, living on ships,
Launching probe.
on submarines, on islands. Is there like a single massive continent?
Probe launched.
So, you know, I'm genuinely interested. This is a thing that they have made.
Probe launched.
We must give the due attention to this content they have created for us.
Launching probe.
So, recovering minerals from the ocean floor. Yeah, I was talking about the hurricanes, tropical storms. No travel during hurricane season. And if they're extracting minerals from the ocean floor, then perhaps they are living... If you've ever seen the movie Abyss, maybe they're living in underwater facilities like that.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
If you have seen the movie Abyss, throw that down in the comments. What did you think of it? I read the movie. I've seen the movie. I read the book. I have that on my shelf. See if my headphones will reach. There we go. Written by Orson Scott Card. There's a copyright on this now that I'm thinking about it. 1989. again, I think the book was better than the movie. Now, my only real complaint about the movie was the way the stuff from the Abyss, try not to give any spoilers, the way it was visually portrayed. Death. Civilian traffic prohibited.
Probe away.
No, it's not giving me a signals anomaly, so it's not what I wanted. Should be the last planet. Cold, no atmosphere, heavy gravity, long day, long year, 25 years for a year. It'd almost be worth, like, when it's the summer. You spend a decade living there during the summer, and then you move to a different planet and skip the decade-long winter.
Launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Alright. Solar system explored. Still got 70% fuel. How did I get a bong? I wasn't... Alright, whatever. I think next, I'm gonna go back to the Citadel so we can help Sume. We'll get some more dialogue out of this new character. But that will be for a different episode at a different time. See you guys in the future. Party hardy.